EMTV, California, changing lives.
I'll be your host this evening. I'm here with a very, very important guest, Honorable Francis Zaake. He's a member of parliament in Uganda. He represents Mityana municipality.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
All right, Sebo, welcome to our show on EMTV. How are you doing?
Okusookera ddala mbeebaza okunkyaza era nga mbeebaza nnyo n'okunsabira byonna bye mpiseemu kuba kati ndi wano California nga nakakonkludinga medication yange leero lwe nkoze last review era nga fit for travel back home. So ndi bulungi mu mbeera eyo nti nfunye omukisa okuba nga mbeerako mu kamera zaffe wano ku mukutu gwaffe guno omulungi era bannayuganda bannange bagoberera ennyo era nga mbasaba musubscribinge mube nga mugoberera ebintu nga bino ebitusomesa ebituzzaamu amaanyi okulaba nga tugenda mu maaso era nga nange nfunye omukisa guno era kangukozesa okubategeeza nti ndi bulungi. As you've asked me that how I am, really I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling much better each and every day. I'm improving, you know. Bulijjo mbadde sobola kulaba nga batunuulira nga sina galubindi mbadde nina galubindi is controlling a light, but now I'm having the opportunity to look into your cameras nga nkozesa amaaso gange nga bwe gali nakyo nga gali my naked eyes. So kangwesa omukisa guno kulaba nga tunyumyamu ku nsonga zonna eziriwo n'ebigenda mu maaso. Naye ekisingira ddala mmanyi bannayuganda baagala nnyo okumanya ku bulamu bwange naye kyembagamba nti bannange ndi bulungi, nsobola okutambula kati nsobola okwambala engatto yange wadde ntekamu orthopedic brace n'okubanga ensupportinga ku magulu gange naye nga ekisingira ddala nti ndi bulungi waakiri nti paralysis gye mbadde nina amagulu waakiri egenze nga ekendeera kati ndi mu physiotherapy sessions and I know I'll be getting that back home. So ebisinga mmanyi nti bya bulamu bwange naye katunyumye ku nsonga endala kuba ebisinga okuba ebikulu y'ensonga ezikwata ku bannayuganda.
True. Bebale nnyo byonna and ebyo byonna byogendeko bikulu nnyo nga bw'ogambye and we shall get back to that. But for those that do not know you as much,
yes.
You know, Honorable Zaake, give us a brief background about who is, Francis Zaake. When did you see yourself growing up as omuntu eyagala okujoininga politics? Did you have different aspirations? Into what persuaded you, or what really inspired you to join politics? Because you're a very young man who would have done anything with a lot of energy, clearly.
Oh yes, first and foremost, I'm Zaake Francis, born from Mityana, Butebi village. Actually, abasinga bampita nnyo Zaake Francis Butebi. Naye nga ndi family man era nga ne mukyala wange gwe ndi naye wana badanzijanjaba Bridget na Mirembe era nga ndi mukulembeze w'abantu Mityana. I'm representing Mityana municipality in the Parliament of Uganda era nga nze gwolaba nazaalibwa 1991 so natandika okulembera bana Mityana okubanga mbakiikira mu parliament back then in 2016 era nga natandika ndi muto nnyo nga actually I'm greening I'm still at university naye nejjayo nga ndaba really nga nga ndaba waliwo ekimisi nga abavubuka tetuli represented abatukiikirira they misrepresent us nengamba I think I'll be one of a kind and nasobola okujjayo ensonga z'abannayuganda so nga nze neraba ng'omuntu owa bulijjo omuntu alina ebirowoozo by'abannayuganda era bw'obaga nti Zaake yani yenze Zaake ate eryantama yenze Zaake ayiwawo omubiri yenze Zaake atasooka kwerowoozaako nsooka kulowooza ku ggwanga lyange Uganda ne bannansi bannange abali mu Uganda. Nze Zaake yenze omuntu eyasalawo okubanga mbeera mu struggle ey'okulwanira eddembe ly'Abannayuganda, ery'okulwanira eddembe lyange, ery'okulwanira freedoms, justice and so many other things. Era nga mmanyi nti bw'oyogera ku Zaake tosobola kwerabirayo president waffe eyakalondebwa ow'ekkumi Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, era nga bwakulembera ekibiina kyaffe ekipya ekya NUP, nga nze omu ku baakulembera nabo, ng'era nze nkulembera abavubuka bonna mu Uganda. I'm the team leader of the youth in that party and also in our movement called the People Power Movement. So byemu ku bitonotono byonza okumanyaako n'ebira bingi nnyo. Yenze omusajja bwe baali bakubyeko ne baagala okumutta ate ne bagamba nti natuloka mukomera. Yenze omusajja gwe baali bagamba nti nze Zaake baamala okunsalaasala amatu ne bagamba nze Zaake neeruma amatu. You can imagine, gets the president of the Republic of Uganda by then eyabyogera, you know. Naye kati kirungi tulina president kati ategeera ebintu bya .com ow'omulembe gwaffe wa generation yaffe ebyo tasobola kubanga abyogera because he is smart and very intelligent. So Zaake era nze omuntu aze nga ndi mukulembeze okuviira ddala mu university yandeje gye nasomera bachelors of procurement and logistics management. Ngera nali guild president in that university. So still nze nga mbadde mukulembeze all the way from primary. I've been a head prefect, you know, I've been a president of so many clubs in Uganda, you know. So that's a brief about me.
Well, you mentioned somewhere no government you realized there was like a void in terms of representation.
Yeah.
So many would say, you know, you happen to be born 1991.
Yeah.
The president has been in power, the incumbent, since 1986.
You can
so
imagine.
Some would be, I know it's quite.
I was not yet born.
You aren't born yet.
Can
So
you
people
imagine?
would say, what kind of change are you looking for if you didn't really see what was there prior to this? And others would say you have it easy because you're an MP. All the time. So they wonder, so what is in it for you? Because for you have it all.
Yeah, actually.
Abantu abamu bayinza okitunuulira nga bagamba ono oba kyejo oba buli kimu akirina lwaki yeebonyaabonya okutuusa awo nga he shouldn't be doing this. He has it all.
Actually, that is a very nice question to ask because so many people have to understand about why we are into this. Okusookera ddala nze Zaake nzaalidwa mu family gye nnaagamba nti nno eriko yaddeko a well-off family in Uganda back home. Nti nzaaliddwa omu ku basajja ba Kabaka, omukungu wa Ssaabasajja Kabaka Butebi Emmanuel Sembusi nga ye taata wange, ngira nga mbadde buli kimu kirina even before going to parliament, even before receiving those kind of salaries you're talking about and everything. Mbadde nga ndi bulungi. Ninalaba nga really there is something missing. Nga nze sobola kubanga buli kimu kirina naye nga ate ndaba the majority of Ugandans are really not like the way I am. Nindaba nga abantu bensomye nabo bangi nnyo, they have dropped out, you know. Others cannot even treat themselves. They cannot get to hospitals and nebafuna eddagala libalina okubanga ba receiving, and that's the reason as to actually I'm here in California. So nindaba nga waliwo ebimisinga bingi nnyo nga abavubuka bannange bangi nnyo tebalina mirimu, nga abantu bangi nnyo nga ate batulugunyizibwa bali mu mbeera mbi. Neŋŋamba no Zaake, I have to experience that because nga nakitegeerako nti bw'oyingira mu bukulembeze bwa Uganda okubanga okiikirira abantu olina okubanga bakuyisa mu mbeera ng'olina okufaanana abantu batulugunya. Neŋŋamba I want to experience that so that when after experiencing it mbalage nti no one is safe. Oba olina oba tokola ki tolina. Ne baŋŋamba nti ate bw'obiyingiramu bw'oti bw'obadde ng'obadde olinawo ate ofuukira ddala atalina, you know. Neŋŋamba so I have to get into that parliament because nze nga ndi mukulembeze nga nkyebirivingiramu nti nkisoboka. Nera we natuukayo nga just I was very young actually getting that ambition n'okutandika okugamba abantu tengenda kwesimbawo era n'otandika basaba akalulu. I was just 23 years. Nga just emyaka 23. Neŋŋamba nti ngenda kuvaayo. Actually everyone was thinking that like I'm mad. You start university, you've not yet even concluded, you've not yet even graduated and you're thinking about being MP representing us abakulu ennyo n'okukusinga. Nimbagamba no. Uganda has the youngest population in the world. Yes. Abantu bangi nnyo bali below the age of 25 in Uganda. So nimbagamba no. I'm just one of the kind ndi omu ku abo abantu abangi nnyo abali eyo. So bwe navaayo nengamba nina okulwanirira okulaba nga abavubuka bafuna emirimu nga tewali kutulugunya bannayuganda nga tewaliwo mbeera ey'obutenkanya, you know, when I have to fight for justice so that our country has justice, has that equal opportunity whereby whatever your background you receive the same opportunity, yes, just like the chance. Others, you know, fair chances and all that kind. So nga nina okuvayo okulaba nga ensi yaffe efuna emirembe nga history waffe tumutekako, you know, tumuteeka wansi ne tukulembeza kyekiriwo essaawa ya leero. So nga byemu byenwanira okulaba nga waakiri nga nsobola okubeerawo okulaba nga ensi ebeera nnungi nnyo, just like Jesus Christ, you know, he had to face it, he had to come to be one of us, he had to be battered, he had to be beaten, he had to face the wrath of the, you know, of those people, of the sinners, okulaba nga afuuka kimu kuffe, okulaba nga alokola ensi. Kati nange neŋŋamba I have to come out okulaba nga nfuuka ekyo. Ye natuuka n'ensanga omusajja omwagulanyi nga naye alina ebirowoozo bye bimu n'okusinga ne ku bye nnina, ng'ate ye waakabi nnyo ng'ate mukulembeze, neŋŋamba nina kwekwata kwono. Ne twekwata ne tuzimba ekintu, era ye nga natukulemberamu, na introducing people power, na introducing NUP, and here we are. We are the biggest political party on the land of Africa now. And in just a few months, we have over 6 representatives because I was independent back then. Nandi just mubaka wa parliament mu parliament yaffe naye katulaba ngesawa ya leero, so many youths are now seeing what is happening. They have now opened up their eyes.
Because I feel when leader one and we do commend you for the awakening.
Yeah.
I don't think no one in the diaspora we've ever seen anything like that. People were very, very everyone knew this was the time for change. And Uganda, yes, definitely has a very, very huge concentration
of young people. Yeah.
You know, because so speaking of the youth, recently in Siona, we faced a pandemic.
And actually, we are still facing it
through that pandemic. And I know there had been issues prior to that where you had run-ins with the security forces. Now, during COVID, Vice Amateka Gagagamba especially members of parliament, and I really think that is why you're here, because Bakuba during that Bakuba Bubinyo. So do you really think Uganda kati how have they handled the pandemic back home? Did you bring that MP? Because I think MPs are part of the legislature, correct?
Yeah,
and
you're right.
To table when kola hateka. Nekati MP aba kola chi okusabinga emmere. What is the function then of RDCs, LCs, Snaba and Nibo? Ranchi MP atuka okugaba emmere. Municipality they are representing.
Yeah, because it was alleged that I was tortured for that. Anyway, the
so
truth of the matter behind that, the truth of the matter behind that, because I was taken to court actually naked, if not half naked, in court of the alleged case, something which I did not do, by the way, because we have some other process we work through. You know, we have a structure we used to get koleramu. So nga situation ya COVID-19 e Uganda nja kugamba nti ekwatiddwa bubi nnyo. It has been misused, it has been politicized. It's been a political, you know, COVID-19 situation in Uganda up to this time, by the way. Yeah, they put up a lockdown which was really worthy, I guess, but it was misused. Okulabanga bajukozesa okulabanga batulugunya abantu ba bulijjo naddala ababatakiriza mu byakkiririzaamu. Era bwe baavaayo okubirangirira ne bagenda gaba emmere. By the way, you've just asked me about what is the use of those LC1s, the RDCs, and those local leaders, apart from us, the MPs. The system back home is broken. All institutions are down. All institutions are serving one person, and that is General Museveni. Because I cannot call him president because he's not worth it. He has not behaved like one. So, mu mbeera eyo ne bateekawo amateeka ago nga gamuyamba kwenywereza mu buyinza aga covid kyofa okutaasa ebyobulamu. Nze banzije waka nga bagamba nga byemmere with over 10 of patrols. Naye omuntu bw'alwala covid-19 e Uganda ne ambulance tebaawo, yet the patrols are there to pick one person gwe balowooza nti namenya amateeka ge bateekawo, because katizibu na realizing and systems zonna ziri broken. People were so hungry, people are locked in their houses. Actually, Museveni came up one day and said people are not even allowed to get to their farms. In Uganda, our backbone is agriculture, it's farming.
Yes,
but in that situation, they were not even allowed to go to their farms. And where would people get food from? Uganda is a very poor country. When you do not work, there's no way how you feed, because people work for just their stomachs in Uganda. Abantu bakolera mbuto tebakyakolera ku investing na biki, because tewali mirimu gye bakola kweyiya actually terina mirimu kweyiya ne mu nnimiro kweyiya, because even agriculture you're breaking her down by this system yatandika mu 86. So mu mbeera eyo ffe ne tuvayo nga bakulembeze nga batuganye naye ne batugamba nti we can work through the structure eyaba RDCs eyabani abantu abakulembeze banyu bavayo ne bateekayo emmere emmere nga abantu tebagibawa. So parliament nevayo negamba wadde abaka ba parliament sente, actually they gave us around if I'm not mistaken over 20 millions Uganda shillings nti za kugaba mmere. Ffe abamu ne tubigaana tugamba you've said MPs are not allowed to give out food and you're giving us money to give out food. Can you imagine such a deception?
Yes.
So tugamba now what is this? You're not allowing us to give. Kati sente ezo muzigire muzigoba RDC. Yet in parliament we passed a bill ne tuyisa motion ngegabira ba RDC bonabona sente ba local leaders to give out food, and then they are adding us something, meaning that they were adding us money to feed our stomachs independently.
Yes.
They were bribing us.
Because technically you guys were still getting paid the pandemic because you are a government.
Yeah, exactly. We have allowances to help us move around, fuel and whatever, zebatuwa ebyo ebintu bwebitu batukozesako ng'abaka. So nengamba no. Some of us actually, I was the first and the president, that is Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, to refuse that money. We wrote back that money to be returned. Era ne babireceive nga nengamba nembagamba ne bwema mpandikidde okubanga sente zo bazizaayo, still nsobola okubaako embeera gya empisaamu okuwa abantu. Era nga pate yaffe yavaayo ne structure eya pate as a pate okulaba nga tukola donations to the people, not us ourselves directly, but using our structures, especially the border people, because they were rolled okubanga bo bakola mu pandemic. Era nga bamateeka ga covid regulations ezo nga tezibakwatako. So twakozesa border people okubanga supplying out food because it was allowed on their doorways. So ne tubanga tukole kintu. It's the same thing I passed through. Actually, when they arrested me, actually it was not an arrest, it was an abduction. Because they took me to this, torture chambers and everything. Bintu bingi nnyo banaye abadde babigoberera manyi mubimanyi kubasobola addressinga byonna kuba obyogera byonna byempiseemu. Actually it may take about 10 hours, by the way. That's why I think maybe even I need a book. I need to have a book. You should write a book because I passed through a lot.
Can you imagine? See, some people were saying the incumbent was using COVID as a way of laying ground as he prepared for
not actually saying
elections.
It's the truth.
Well, allegedly.
Not allegedly.
I don't want to get...
We had a case and that was ruled.
Okay. So that's what they were doing to get... They were laying ground for the elections, and of which we know what transpired.
And there is a disturbing thing called curfew in Uganda. Up to this time it is in existence. Okay. They have used that to clap down people, to batter people, to kill people, to imprison people,
Yes.
And that has caused a lot of confusion and a lot of disturbances in our country.
Yeah, because if I may finish my question, is they used all that to lay ground for him to get to wherever he is, and now you are calling Honorable Kyagulanyi the 10th
president, because he's duly elected.
So, what does that say about our judicial system? Because I know recently he filed enepa President Kayonga agamba nti bamukalulu naye eventually
singa agamba munnange bamubba.
I will say allegedly for legal reasons.
Not for legal reasons actually, because
what does that say about our judicial system? Is this also basically being run by the man in charge, or are you saying none of these three arms of government are independent? The judiciary and
my
the
brother,
legislature and yes.
My brother, just like I've told you, that all institutions in Uganda are down, they are broken now. Also, the judiciary in Uganda, it is also sick. It's actually bedridden. It is on a drip. Actually, it is in the ICU.
So Uganda is a failed state at this moment.
It's a banana country. It's a banana republic. So, what I can tell you is that we exposed the judiciary fully. You know? What happened in that court, it has never happened before. Yes, lead Ugandans have always been knowing that judiciary is just a joke. But they had never been like getting a real example, something which is vividly seen, you know. This time they have experienced it. Neba kiraba neba gamba nti bulijjo kye kino omusajja twamambula ne tulabira ddala nti ne byalina munda byonna bya yero. So kye kyamuguddeko n'akana akato mu Uganda okabuuza kakimanyi nti now the Chief Justice is just, you know,
his ceremony.
It's a comedy show. You know, it is something where Museveni writes a script. For example, when you're going to have, you know, an interview whereby you prepare something, you're going to ask ABCD, it is something Museveni does in Uganda. You know? So he appoints the judiciary, all the leaders in the judiciary, he appoints them. And purportedly, you know, that the parliament endorses, yet the parliament is full of NRM. It is yellow, the parliament. And they get orders from General Museveni himself. So, she writes everything. So when Bobby, our party, put that case, the election, you know, petition, they thought they are going to follow that script. They were shocked, my friend. They were fully shocked, to the extent that they didn't even think about it that one time to come and withdraw that case. We wanted to withdraw it so that we expose it, so that we put it back to the people to judge. And I think all Ugandans have already judged them, and the People's Court in Uganda, it has already seen everything, because abantu babiraba bajja ku internet bakola bichinga tebagala abantu babirabe nitwabizemu netubiteka mu public eye netubijja netubiteka ku social media gye babadde bagadde kuba abantu bakozesa Robert Doba style okubanga babira ku internet. They use different techniques to access internet, to access Facebook, which was closed up now.
About the current state of Uganda, it's government Uganda. We made a judicial system.
Very rotten. Yeah.
How does this guarantee safety? Because now, again, this also ties into judicial system here for Uganda. Recently, Honorable Sejirinya, I think, is the latest victim. You know, if they can handle.
Actually, he's the latest victim among the people we know.
Yes.
Because as I'm speaking right now, Uganda back home, right now as we speak, there is someone they are abducting right now.
But then why are they abducting these people? Do we know?
You know, we need always to have opportunities, I think, to access books. When you read from all the kind of books talking about dictators, that's what they do. You know, when someone wants to okubanga yelemeza mbuyinza, ebibakola okulabanga batekawo okutya mu bantu. So they are doing these abductions, they are killing people so that they can install fear into the population. So it's the reason as to why you cannot even see someone coming up to protest. Because when you come up to protest, they will arrest you like the way Segunya was done. They will do all that kind of, you know, torture, like how you saw they did so to the president, to Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, our president right now. they did that to him, you know, in that dehumanizing manner. They want to okulaba nga bakutiisa nga bakulaga nti bino tebisoboka kati. They just do that to a member of parliament. For example, what they do to me, ne bamenya okugulu ne bagamba so for me amakomona kati nzo omuntu wa bulijjo obeera nga bakikoze MP wange we nalonda, what will they do to me? I will not show up. You get? So that's what dictators do.
Did they storm parliament at one point last year?
And I was beaten still. A full General Katumba Wamala boxed me on my head. And I had to get here still for treatment. Because there is no better treatment in Uganda. Just imagine, Uganda omuntu bwalwala nge mutsimentaana nga musima. And actually even the president himself has said it before. Until you come, protest, prepare your grave. That's what he says.
But that kind
Yet
of
in the constitution, it is legal to protest countrywide. Those are human rights, you know. But Museveni has stepped on our human rights. And he's as if he's God. He's treating himself to be God. Ekintu ekitasoboka, ekintu ekitaliyo, ekintu kyetuvumirira, ekintu kyetuli mu kulwanyisa bimu ku bintu bye twagala okula mu Uganda empya nga tebikola ki, nga tebibaawo.
Actually, that kind of rhetoric, kubanga, I think, if I'm not wrong, I think it must have been Eli Tumwine who said at one point, hey, you know,
it's legal to kill you.
We can't shoot you.
Imagine.
So that kind of rhetoric.
A full security minister. You can imagine.
I know that is what is disheartening. But I'm assuming, were there any kind of those people that come to observe elections, when they come into a country like Uganda and they listen to that kind of rhetoric,
my brother, Museveni chased out all of those kinds of people. What are you going to what are you going to see here? Mind about your business. He chased out whites. He chased out our fellow African colleagues in other countries, our neighbors. He chased them out. Then he brought his own to spearhead that business, the electoral process, and then they come out with his own script about what happened in the election. And after the election, he said, oh wow, this is the most peaceful election which has ever happened in the whole world. After a month, when we've withdrawn the election petition in court, he said, akaluka abaddemu obubbi bungi nnyo banange banzibye. It was the most peaceful election. But you're the same person coming out that nange banzibye.
That is quite interesting. Now, I've been wanting to ask you, as a father,
I'm a family man.
Your father is a very, very, very good supporter of yours to Mulabe all the time.
Yeah,
how does he feel about Mulabe? What conversations do you have with him? Just stay home or?
Well, it is so disheartening to the parent because I'm also a parent. I have kids, and my son has just celebrated a birthday, 7th birthday. I know how it feels when my kid is hurt, you know. And actually, that's some of the reasons as to why I'm fighting so hard, so that my kids do not experience the same. Because I know my kids have the same DNA I have, and I'm sure if I do not do this, they also be obligated to do the same. So awulira bubi naye musajja mugumu. But now it comes to a mother. Imagine my mom. Just imagine my mom. She has never been okay from the time I was attacked first in 2017 during the age limit debate. She has never been the same. Her life has never been the same. We've moved through all the hospitals. It failed. Not like me, who's youthful, whereby my bones can easily mend. You know, I can easily overcome the trauma. I can easily, because I read, I have, colleagues who can easily talk to me. She told me she was around when the Obote was, doing all those kind of things to people. They are mean, even in the Museveni, what they did to the people. But what I'm experiencing is like, oh my God, it cannot even be, compared to what she saw or what she was told those days. So, ali mumbera sinungi ye naye nze ate binyongeza bwongezi kulabanga nwana okulabanga my sisters don't pass through the same, my fellow youths the next generation teyita mu kintu kyekimu. Yensonga lwaki era bannayuganda mbakubiriza obutaggwamu maanyi eyo. Bannayuganda mbagamba nti kano katandika butandisi, kino kigula lugi. We are just beginning. It is not over till when it is sorted out. So ngambagamba tulina kubanga tubeerezaamu bannayuganda yonna gye muli, tulina kulaba nga twongera kwesupportinga, tulina kukola ekyo kye tusobola okuba nga tukola okulaba nga tubaako kye tutaasa eggwanga lyaffe. Kuba tutakikola tuba tukirekedde baana baffe, tuba tukirekedde bantu balala nnyo. Katulina okwewaayo kasa tubanga bye tukola tebimenya mateeka. Kubanze singa nali nkola ebintu ebimenya mateeka, singa nasibwa dda, singa sobola kubanga ndi wano, bandibadde banteekako dda bamba kuntumye. Lune we nandibadde sikugamba nti kati ndi mu preparing kuddayo. Actually I'm on my way back home. Nandibadde siri mu kuddayo. Nandibadde ntya nnyo kubanga mmanya nti bye ndi mu kwogera bikyamu, bye ndi mu kwogera nti bibi. Ffe ebintu bye tukola bituufu, bye twogera tebiwemula, tebimenya mateeka, naye ate bo bye boogera bimenya amateeka ne babikola ne babituukiriza. Ffe tuvaayo okulaba nga tulwanyisa ebyo byebimu, ate ffe ne tufuuka kubanga ate ye ffe ba victims, you know. Bino ebintu bigenda kuggwaawo kuba pressure gye tumutaddeko tebangawo. Pressure gyaliko n'essawa ya leero ne bwazuuka obuloosi n'awulira nti kati Zaaka alaba, kimanyi kati akitegedde. Kyalo nti kati Zaaka atama talina muggo, akitegedde kati yeeraliikiridde nnyo, tamanyi ki kiri mu bwongo bwange. Era ky'ovola ffe tugaba bannayuganda nti singa mukimanyi nti ebintu byonna byonna bye batutaddemu biri mu bwongo bwaffe, biri mu bwongo bwaffe. It's all about you changing your mindset, the way you see things, the way you're thinking about stuff. Trust me, it will not be the same. Tujja kuba tulina kye tukyusizaawo. Bino ebintu bisoboka. I'm not that so old that it's ebyenkola byanjawulo. I'm just like any other normal Ugandan. Bob is not so, you know, nti wanjawulo nnyo. Muntu wa bulijjo ebintu byakola n'omulala yenna asobola obikola. Just imagine if we have 1,000 Bobby Wines, if we just have 100 Zaakes, if we just have 100 of those people whom you see who are fighting for freedom. Just imagine that. So that's the inspiration we are giving to you, so that you behave like the way we are behaving. Because what we are doing is not wrong. Because if we are doing something wrong, even God will not allow it actually kubanga nze ndi mulamu. Naye ffe tukimanyi Katonda alese Museveni nga mulamu okulaba nga abantu basaba nnyo abeere nga avaawo. Ogenda olaba essaala zyansalingiziddwa Burundi nga be bafa, Tanzania be bafa. Kati amuleseewo okulaba nga alaba ku nsi bwegenda okuba nga etambula, Uganda gye twagala empya bwegenda okuba nga ebeera, bwe kigenda okuba nga kiba.
Clearly, tetunawakuta kugenda se. You're now bakungedde emyaka 5. So as you go back home, what should Ugandans expect from you? What should people in your municipality expect from this new, rejuvenated Honorable Francis Zaake?
Well, what Ugandans should expect, also my voters, what they should expect, there are two things right now at the moment. We are having a campaign dubbed Bring Back Our People. Those who are incarcerated, those who are in the cells, those who are in the torture chambers, those who, whereby we don't even know where they are. If they are dead bodies, we want them. That is the first campaign. Yetulimu. Campaign endala yakulaba nga tulwanira obuwanguzi bwaffe. We all know that Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is the duly elected president and is the person we expect to swear in as the next president of Uganda. So we must fight for that. We don't expect that to come on a silver plate. We must fight for it, and we fight for it legally, not breaking any law. So yecho awentandikira, that's what you should expect from me. But also, as you expect that from me, as I've just told you right now, you should know that that is also something I'm expecting from you to be doing. We are supposed to be working collectively. This is collective responsibility.
Team effort, yes.
Yeah, team effort. We must do this together, because when I'm one, nothing will happen.
Yes.
When Bob is alone, nothing will happen.
Yes.
When you are alone, you cannot do much. But when we are together, we can do a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Seven, thank you so much for joining
You're
us
welcome.
today. We appreciate the love.
Thank you.
For all our viewers, thank you for tuning in. This again was Honorable Francis Zaake. We wish you the best when you go back home. We shall be, following you. We shall keep in touch. So thank you so much for tuning in on EMTV. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time. And I'll be your host, Desmond Tutu.
Bye.
Till next time.
Thanks for the prayers. I'm okay.
EMTV, California, changing lives.